At 18, I moved out of my adoptive parents' home, got myself a part-time job at a store, and met a guy there called Tony. He was kinda sweet to me. I got really close with him, and then we started dating. Soon, he started being physically abusive to me, and I never realized it. I thought that's how it is. Maybe because I was young, didn't understand the difference between love and crazy. Tony had this anger issue, and a year later he was convicted of attempted murder after a fight with a random man and was sent to prison. I was relieved. Then I met James, 29, a very normal divorced man, had an MLM business, was friendly with everyone, known for his gentle personality. At 21, I had finally found the right man for me. Until he introduced me to his friends, really wealthy people who bought products from him and also funded his business now and then. When I first met them, it was this private party at a villa, 15 people only. Then at midnight, all of them started removing their clothes. At first few seconds, I thought it was some kind of elaborate prank, or maybe I was too drunk and was imagining things. But then one of them gave a speech about how this is the real way humans are born, like all the other animals. But we cover ourselves because we are guilty and ashamed of ourselves. And this one night was the night when we could be ourselves, without any shame, guilt, or fear. I felt uneasy when he asked me to undress myself as well, to join the so-called liberty of the true soul. I was sick in the stomach. I was scared. Didn't even know if I should run. My mind was going crazy. What if I run and they try to kill me? I turned to see James. He was naked too. I couldn't decide what I should do. I thought maybe James would read my discomfort, but I was wrong. Instead, he looked at me and encouraged me to undress myself. I had no option but to get naked like the rest of the people. I was feeling like I would faint or puke because of this uncomfortable pressure and anxiety, but I was scared too. I can never forget that night. Still feels like a bad nightmare in which I can't move my limbs. After that night, I blocked James from everywhere. I'm still traumatized.
I'm a 5th grade homeroom teacher with 7 years of experience at the same school. 6 months ago, our school had organized an annual day. My grade was assigned to perform a musical drama, The Beauty and the Beast, and it was my responsibility to audition and select kids based on their talent as a homeroom teacher. So there are these kids, I'm giving fake names. Tanya, she's very bright, confident, and is superbly talented when it comes to speaking and keeping her stand. Then there is Ava, equally talented and fierce. I auditioned both of them, and it was really a very tough decision, and only one could play Belle. After going through auditions, I shortlisted the 2 girls and asked them to prepare anything related to the character that they think they can do the best. Next day, I asked the children in my grade to vote the best performer. Thought it would be a learning lesson on how voting works, and also, even if one of them didn't make the lead, they could still experience spotlight by performing in front of the class. The girls performed with utmost enthusiasm and confidence, and their classmates voted. Ava won by 2 votes. I knew this would break Tanya's heart, but since these 2 girls were exceptional, I decided to give her another best and important role, the Beast/Prince Adam. Tanya was fierce. She had this charismatic presence, and her voice had this weight. I thought she could pull it off, and no one else. Not even Ava could do it better than Tanya. I told Tanya that I had selected her for the Beast. She was really happy and excited. She thanked me. Then every day on the rehearsals, she'd recite her dialogues diligently and with lots of enthusiasm. However, the situation shifted when I contacted Tanya's mother regarding costume fees. Tanya's mom came to meet me after school and asked me why I didn't give her daughter the role of Belle. I explained the whole situation to her, and she started saying that Tanya seems depressed and sad at home ever since she has been given the role of the Beast. She cries and she isn't taking it well. I told her that it's surprising because at school, Tanya enjoys playing that role. She snapped and took off. Next day, she came again, this time at school hours, and requested me to let her see the rehearsal. I had to reluctantly agree, but mid-rehearsals, she'd stop Ava and be like, "You could do it in a better way. You need a little more push and need to work on your expressions."
She would do it again and again, even after asking her to stop. Then she'd also ask Tanya to show Ava how it's done. Both Tanya and Ava had started to look embarrassed and confused. I couldn't take it anymore, so I politely asked her to stop and leave. After that day, Tanya's mom started texting, telling me that the whole play would get ruined if I continued with Ava as Belle, and how much her daughter deserves it. She even visited my house with a box of cookies and hand-knitted beanie. I politely declined her bribe, but she still wouldn't stop. I was having enough of it, and one similar day, 3 days before the annual day, I told Tanya's mom that if she continued with this, I'd have to replace Tanya from the whole play. That was my biggest mistake.
She complained about it to the principal, said that I threatened her, said inappropriate things about her daughter, and also that I was being biased towards Ava because her skin was lighter than Tanya, and according to me, beauty means being light-skinned. She also threatened to sue the school and take the matter to social media. The play still happened with both the girls as leads. Annual day was long over, but tomorrow I have a meeting with the board members. I think I'll be fired.